Okay, hello, my name is Masuzira Binti Mastudi. So, our group will present about the issue of teacher workload and burnout in Malaysian school. So, let me start first with the introduction. So, teachers workload includes teaching, administrative tasks, data management, and co-curricular activities. This shows that being a teacher is not easy. Teachers today have many responsibilities, not only in the classroom but also outside, such as organizing school programs and activities. They also help students through workshops and programs, for example like SPM and STPM. In in addition, teachers manage student data using systems like SAPS and prepare reports to improve teaching. So that's why teachers play an important role. It is because they need to stay positive, be professional, and not give up easily.
Okay, first about introduction. One of the main issues faced by school administrators is exercise teacher workload. Secondly, teachers not only teach in the classroom but also have to carry out administrative tasks, report, and co-curriculum activity. Next, background of the issue. The situation shows that the teacher have a very high workload. Next, if this issue is not addressed properly, it can have a negative impact on teacher motivation and performance. Planning in school management. Firstly, planning helps determine the direction and strategy of the school. For example, planning teachers' work sequence in advance. Next, about the organization in school. Administrators need to organize the structure of tasks and human resources well. For example, division of tasks according to teacher expertise. Okay, about the control in school management. Firstly, administrator needs to monitor and evaluate the implementation of teacher tasks. Purpose of control: ensure that the tasks are implemented effectively. Lastly, about school leader needs to determine the school vision and mission. Next, manage teacher workload fairly and systematically. Good leader can reduce teacher stress. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Darren Jeffrey, and I will be analyzing the teacher burnout problem in Malaysia through the lens of management and leadership theories. So, let's start with the classical management theory. This theory focuses on dividing labor efficiently. In theory, that means work should be evenly spread to prevent burnout. But in many Malaysian schools, that's not the reality. Teachers are often assigned jobs that have nothing to do with teaching, like clerical work or event organizing. When a few teachers end up doing multiple jobs while others don't, frustration builds and burnout skyrockets. So, next is the humans relations approach. This tells us that workers need to feel recognized and cared for. But what happens when a school leader only prioritizes exam results, when they ignore work life balance? Teachers start to feel like tools used to reach a goal rather than feel respected like professionals. Without emotional support or clear communication, that stress builds up over time until it becomes overwhelming. Now, leadership style is a major factor here, such as transformational leadership, where a principal inspires and motivates, can actually decrease burnout. A supportive principal with a clear vision makes a huge difference. On the other hand, transactional leadership, which relies on rewards and punishments, keeps teachers under constant threat. That pressure leads directly to stress and exhaustion. Now, thankfully, there are better approaches. Situational leadership suggests that leaders should adapt their style to the teacher. New teachers might need more supervision, while experienced teachers need more autonomy. A rigid, one size fits all approach leaves some feeling micromanaged and others abandoned. Now, there's still di- distributed leadership, where responsibility is shared, but right now, many Malaysian schools still use a top-down style. When teachers aren't included in decision making, they lose a sense of ownership. Sharing leadership lightens the workload and creates a more positive school culture. Now, finally, organizational behavior theory reminds us that school culture affects well being. If a school values competition over collaboration or prioritizes paperwork over actual teaching, teachers may feel their professional values are being ignored. That mismatch causes emotional exhaustion. But a healthy culture where teachers feel respected and supported reduces stress and improves morale. Now, the bottom line is this: teacher workload isn't just a logistical issue, it's just a leadership issue. By adopting supportive, flexible, and collaborative leadership styles, we can protect our teachers and build stronger schools for everyone. Now, that's all for my analysis. Thank you.
Okay, my point is impact of teacher workload and fatigue on school administration. In 21st century education, the role of teacher is no longer limited to just delivering lesson in the classroom. However, there are issues in education, namely exercise workload and teacher fatigue. This not only affects teachers' mental health, but also directly causes problems for the stability of a school administration. The most significant main effect on school administration is the decline in the quality of management. School administration is completely dependent on teachers. If teachers are overloaded with school duties, administrators will realize that the school academic objectives are difficult to achieve because teachers do not have enough time to plan for students. In addition, high workload and teacher fatigue also contribute to organization instability through an increase in sick leave and early retirement rates. Many teachers take sick leave or apply to early retirement, and school administration will face a shortage of teaching staff. This forces administrators to engage in crisis management. In conclusion, the issue of teacher workload and fatigue is not something that the education sector can take lightly. Only by ensuring that the welfare of teachers is maintained can school administration function efficiently to produce quality human capital for the country.
My name is Nur Shafika, and I will present about practical and realistic solution for teacher workload and burnout. The first point is systematic work planning. Administrator should organize teaching schedules, co-curricular activities, and teacher assignment, so it can help to ensure a more balanced workload. And this effective planning will allow teachers to more understand their responsibilities. Not only that, school also can implement block time lessons planning so teachers can prepare their lessons more earlier. And this also can help teachers to reduce their work fatigue and improving their teaching quality. Second point is organizing through team teaching. For example, administrator organize teacher into teams so they can share responsibilities and collaborate in planning, teaching, evaluating lessons. This can help teachers to reducing individual workload through the shared tasks like preparing materials and activities. So from this, supported by effective school leadership and collaboration, can help create a positive working environment and increases teachers' motivation, confidence, and job satisfaction. And the third point is supportive leadership for teacher well-being. School leaders such as administrator and colleges should give a support and attention to the teacher so they can feel more appreciated and confident and motivated. In this both professional and emotional support can help the teachers to reduce stress, ease their workload, and enable them to handle challenges more effectively while improving their well-being, performance, and job satisfaction. And the last point is controlling. Many several initiatives that school can use to help reduce teachers' workload and fatigue, such as school allowed all the teachers to use digital document management system, so the teachers can do their streamline reporting, student assessment, and record keeping more easier. So this can help the teachers to help the administrator to monitoring to identify the issues like excessive workload early. Not only that, school also should coordinate schedule to avoid overlapping activities, distribute tasks fairly by involving teachers in planning, and provide administrative support staff to handle non-teaching duties so the teachers can focus on teaching and improve classroom effectiveness. That's all from me. Thank you.
The conclusion is teacher burnout happens when management and leadership are weak. So, with good planning, fair task distribution, and supportive leadership, teachers feel less stress. A positive school environment improves teaching and student performance. The last is strong principals who lead by example are very important for success. Thank you.